Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I pulled some cards already and then it shut off. I had to free up some space. So here's a little bit of this. We'll just clear the energy real quick here because you know how frustrating that always is when the darn thing shuts off and you got to start over. Well, here we go. We have a King of Cups reversed with a Tower reversed and a Hermit reversed in the central energy. So somebody is emotionally manipulating people because they're undergoing a personal transformation and they're trying to delay a disaster. So they're emotionally manipulating people and giving bad advice because they lost their way. So they're trying to get people to do stuff for them. That they're challenged by this new beginning, this pleasurable opportunity that's happening right now. In their subconscious, they're thinking about the Four of Pentacles, like they're thinking about a frugal scarcity, you know. And they're also thinking about the Six of Pentacles, wealth. So they know they're undergoing a tower. They want to stop it for everything. They want this new beginning. They want this Six of Pentacles, but they're like facing scarcity. In the recent past, we've got a celebration, a Three of Cups in the upright. So there's a reason to celebrate. And it looks like this reason to celebrate is that somebody was disconnected from a Two of Cups, or maybe they were passed over, or they were denied. Somebody didn't take their offer or whatever. So that's a celebration. And then in the near future, we've got Judgment in the upright. So Judgment is being called. There is a rebirth happening here. The lens that's being looked through is persistence and courage. So there could be, you know, some weary folks out there having some stuff going on in life. And then in the environment, we got a High Priestess coming into the rewards for the fruits of her labor. And the hopes and fears is there's a hope for recuperation and renewal. Time to chill out and relax, man. And in the outcome here, we've got the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. So there is wealth, security, and solid foundations. Well, financial security, I don't know. You can build a solid foundation with that if you want to. And so there is that Ten of Pentacles right there. And then we have this in the subconscious of this person that sharing the wealth, that like they know whoever comes into this Ten of Pentacles is going to be sharing the wealth and giving it away, and and they want it. So excuse me. In the outgoing energies, we've got a Knight of Pentacles in the upright and a Queen of Wands in the upright. They've been working hard with courage. It could be that they've been working hard to put this magician out in the cold, or maybe they've been, and these in order that these Ten of Cups could come together. I don't know, man. It's like there's some serious business happening. Serious business. So that was what was going on there. And then we'll pull this one. Home. Home. It could be that whoever is on the home front, or whatever home is, or whoever this leader is from the home front, is here causing this personal transformation for this King of Cups reversed. You and your ancestry are getting new beginnings. And that challenges this person. He's facing scarcity, and he knows that these people are going to be sharing the wealth, and he doesn't feel like he can do nothing, so he's got to do something. He's like, he's not going to do nothing. He's doing something. Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music. So, okay, yes or no? Yes or no? And there's the puppets and the puppet master. We're going to have to clarify that, okay? And we've got the Four of Cups and the Two of Cups. So somebody was disconnected from a Two of Cups. They weren't able to bring drama to a Two of Cups. They were disconnected. So they weren't able to bring drama to these Two of Cups. Judgment is being called here in the near future on those who were just playing around. They weren't doing anything productive with their life or their time. They were just playing games, and they were playing games with people, like people's lives. So, and so your life could have been in an uproar too. So, but you're persistent and resilient. Wow, all these cards popped over. Holy moly. So there's a tribe of witches. There's a tribe of witches who are getting justice for whatever work they were doing, whatever labor they were doing. Justice is here. You're weary. Your faith was tested. You're very resilient. You held your boundaries. While this tribe of witches were laboring against you, putting you in this, how many were coming at you? There's only one person here, and there's all these people. So justice is being called on this. That's the lens that everybody's looking through. This high priestess is coming into reward for the fruits of her labor. I don't like that when it lands like that because I never know which way to pick it up. I think it goes like this. Okay. There's this high priestess coming into rewards for the fruits of her labor. She is a person of service, and she's not faking it. This isn't just a role she's playing. It's the real deal. She's not pretending. She's the real deal. So the hope is that there will be a time for recuperation and renewal. Somebody's spying, trying to find the location of this person. They're trying to spy on her. Just can't leave her alone. But there's this 10 of Pentacles here in the... There's a 10 of Pentacles out here, and the chicken isn't getting it. It's not for the chicken. Something is seen as perfect. Something is seen as perfect. In objectivity. This is important. There could be there's been forgiveness and for faith, for those who have faith, and it's really important, you know. And these and they may be making an appearance soon upon a spiritual throne, or perhaps they already on there. They defended themselves against lower vibrational practices, perhaps. They're sovereign and knowledgeable. It could be that even though they're in adult bodies, their spirits are very innocent. You know, and there's that. I'm not religious, so but isn't there a thing like unless you become like a child or whatever, you can't get into heaven or whatever. And maybe that's what these ones thought, if they remained as children and played a very antagonistic game with sovereign people, that they, you know, if they remained like a child, that they would get in no matter what their attitude was. But I don't know, apparently that's not true. I don't know. I personally don't know. I ponder a lot about stuff, and then I forget about it because I don't have a very long memory. So it's very interesting. I find I'm pondering things frequently and every time I think about it, I think of something new, you know. It's like, oh, and then you put it all together. I guess some people think differently, or maybe we all think that way. And not everybody's aware of it, perhaps. I don't know. Anyhow, here we go. Mend. The home base is here, and they're mending hearts. They're taking this guy down. This King of Cups in the reverse. They're mending hearts. He could want to fix the connection with the home base, because the home base is like, you're a King of Cups in the reverse, you're emotionally manipulative, you're an a-hole, and we're going to take you down. And they like cut him off, put him at a distance, hermit upside down, like he doesn't even have a light. Yeah, he wants to fix that connection. But it could be that the home base is here, and they're fixing, they gotta mend hearts, man. The people are freaking heartbroken, you know, with all this violence and everything that everybody's been just bombarded with over time. It's crazy. So there is the card that says be you, and then you've got ancestors and new beginnings, and this King of Cups reversed is challenged by that. Wow. He's challenged because he feels unworthy. You're a better person than I am. He's challenged because you're going to get into a relationship where your financial and emotional needs are taken care of, and you're going to have a family. There's plenty of pentacles here for you. And he has to work really hard to try to get even just a little bit of money. Like, he's having difficulty. He made mistakes. He wishes that he could right his wrongs. So they're a puppet master, and there's a celebration here. Neglected. I failed to give you what you need. So it could be that this puppet master is going to be neglected. He failed, or maybe he neglected his role, like he failed to give the children what they need. He caused drama. Oh, it was all drama. And it could be that they were disconnected because of that. And they were disconnected from these divine unions because of that. They didn't give the children what they needed. They didn't teach the children well. They taught the children how to cause drama. There's a celebration here because this Two of Cups is here between people. The way you love can never be matched. You're irreplaceable. It's happening. Judgment is being called on those who were playing around. They're going to be given space. They've been found guilty of working on this, of playing on the shadow side. And judgment is being called. This tribe of witches labored really hard against you, and you're in a 9 of Wands. Weary, but strong. They weren't able to change your destiny. They couldn't flip your destiny. They couldn't affect your destiny. High Priestess is here, coming into the rewards for her services, for the fruits of her labor, for her service. She is in service to the people, and it's not a role. It's not a pretend. It's not an act. It's sincere. She takes it very seriously. She's not laughing about it. What she's doing is very serious, according to her. I mean, anything worthwhile, I mean, you have to, it's very serious business, especially if you're a high priestess who has understanding, and she sees both sides of the story. She's got high morals and divine wisdom. She's not just going to go out there and, want to cast people into a pit or something because of something stupid, I mean, she's probably not going to go annihilate all life in a complete region of the world. That's what I'm saying here. She has an understanding of both sides of a situation. So there is the hope that there will be recuperation and a renewal. Somebody's spying on her location. They feel that they still have business to do with her. They're not leaving her alone. They won't leave her alone. There's a 10 of Pentacles here, and it's not going to the chicken. This chicken, there's some secrets. I haven't told you everything. And then there's inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. So there's some secrets. Like, this high priestess might not know everything, even though she's connected to sacred wisdom and all of that. She may not know everything. Like, she may have only been given a certain amount of information to help her along her path. You know, sometimes if we know too much, it can really screw stuff up, right? It can play games with the mental and the emotional body and stuff if you know too much. Or if you know too much, your enemies can siphon it out of you or pull it out of you somehow. And then it screws up the whole game plan. So sometimes things have to be hidden. And it looks like there are some secrets here regarding a relationship that is inseparable. So I don't know if this is like a spiritual spouse, if this is a previous incarnate. This is striking me as like a previous cycle union, you know, that maybe is still aware of this high priestess, and maybe she just doesn't know. Like, maybe she just doesn't remember that. Something about an inseparable union and love despite the distance. She could have had a divine guardian walk with her throughout her life. You know, there could have been like near-death experiences where miraculously she survived, and so it could be that, you know. This chicken is unsatisfied. They're unsatisfied that they didn't get on this path. Their values, they were about money. They were all about money. Three minutes. King of Cups is guilty, and things are really hard for him right now. Trying to avoid that tower, that collapse. Challenged because this high priestess is coming into a family union. Like, it could be, you know, that like some contracts are ending and others are starting. Like, maybe that's what's happening here. He's challenged because he's looking for an exit plan now. He's challenged because he wasn't able to get that new beginning with you. Made some mistakes. trying to control, trying to save money, save wealth. He's working. He's working real hard. He's in a state of scarcity, and he's working real hard to try to get a Six of Pentacles. And he's making mistakes. He didn't have very much money, and he was working. He was doing stuff. Trying to increase his wealth. Broken. They didn't keep the promises they made. Like, you know, it could be that this King of Cups was supposed to share the wealth, and instead he kept it all. He kept people in a state of scarcity rather than sharing the wealth. He kept people in a state of scarcity rather than sharing the wealth. He didn't do what he was supposed to do. He made promises. He was supposed to share that wealth. Like, the people were supposed to be, like, maybe the mothers were not supposed to be working. They were supposed to be able to stay home and just, you know, do nothing or care for the house or whatever. But he put them out there and put them to work and took their wealth. Puppeted them. Neglected them. He didn't give them what they needed. I don't know what institution he's in. He's got some authority, obviously. He was given some authority. He was supposed to share that wealth, and he did not. He kept it. He made things really rough for people. He made everybody's road really rocky. He neglected them, and he made their paths very difficult by stealing their wealth. So he's been disconnected because of the drama that he created. He's been disconnected from the Two of Cups unions. These Two of Cup unions are for people who are irreplaceable, people who can't be matched in a loving way, you know, in a mutual attraction, you know, a relationship where they're working and building together. Love can never be matched. The perfect love. So, you're not grieving. They weren't able to cause you to grieve because you're coming into your Two of Cups. They were acting childish, trying to get you into a like a really unsettled energy. Judgment is being called because they're guilty of working on the shadow side, trying to get this high priestess in a secluded space. They were playing with her. Like, she may have been in hermit mode, and they were playing games with her. Neglect. It could be that she was neglected throughout her life. Does she even know she's a high priestess? Dark side, yeah. You got so you came up your faith was tested. You came up against a whole freaking tribe of witches working on the dark side, trying to alter your destiny. And justice is being served. Judgment is here in the near future, and here the lens is looking through is justice. So karmic justice will be served. Burned. Oh yeah, she's been burned all right. You've been hurt before, so it's hard for you to trust, let someone in and love again. So yeah, she's been burned over and over and over again. These ones wanted to just F her up. She's the real deal. She doesn't play games. She's here in service to people. She has one of those wonderful understandings, you know, this visions of being able to see both sides of a story and comprehend it. Comprehend it using her intuition and sacred knowledge. High morals. Intuition and high morals go a long way, right? So these are too many cards. I'm just going to read them off here and pile them on, right? So we got, there's a hope for some recuperation and renewal. Somebody's spying on her location. They feel that there is some unfinished business. They're being flighty. They have some anxiety going on. They want to win. They want to win. They gotta put her, you know, they won't stop bugging her. They just won't stop bugging her. They want to bring her some crazy drama, drag her into a rabbit hole. They've been playing games with her. They're just playing games. And she's freaking tired, man. She's tired. She's tired. She wants to relax. And then she's got all these mofos up in her space, man. They don't have a life. Even if they had all their stuff, they still don't have a life because they're focused on other people's lives. And that's all they occupy themselves with. According to these cards, that's the way it sounds. Like they don't, they're, the only thing that they think about according to their life is material things like money, a house, a car, right, and clothes, and however that looks. But that's just shallow. Reaching. So there's some secrets. I haven't told you everything. The chicken is upside down. The chicken doesn't get the money. The chicken doesn't, he's not here in the well, the chicken's there, but they're in the reverse. So either there's a 10 of Pentacles and the chicken doesn't get it. Somebody's keeping secrets. They haven't told everything. Our love is always there despite the distance. Inseparable, reaching, trying to connect, but love eludes you. Somebody's trying to reach out to you. They want to talk to you. They want to like spill the beans and say blah, 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 whatever, you know? I don't know. Maybe they're trying to hide the fact that they're a chicken and that they have secrets against you, and perhaps you were with them previously. Maybe you had a relationship with them previously and they kept secrets against you. Maybe they were a chicken. Maybe they came against you to try to take your wealth, and now they're reaching out. They're like, they couldn't take it. So now they're like, okay, now I love you. So, you know, I don't know. You're always picking up the pieces. People are always coming in and knocking your shit around, and you're always having to put it back together, and that's ending. That's ending. It's been a long damn road. Keep forgiving. Release that. Release it, release it, release it. They're crushed because their world is crumbling. You left, you took off, man. You are distant, whether that be emotionally or whatever, and they feel like they're drowning. They're drowning. They're in ruins. They could feel like you're being too fierce because they're struggling, because you love or you're leaving. They were tempted by this snake, and they're an empty vessel. And now they have to face it. There was a blind spot. Just look at this. Secrets again. Many flames. This person has a secret again. They were with many, many people. They might have, like, maybe they contracted with this person in the ethers, and then in the 3D they just like really stuck it to them. Really tried to break them, trying to get their stuff. Like contracted with them, and then try to take them out so they could absorb their blessings or whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's what happened to this chicken. Maybe that's the secret. And now they want to come out and they want to say, oh, but I love you, and like, you know, I got with all these other people, like these mini flames. I was, you know, hormones, whatever. I don't know what excuse might come up. Whatever, man. Don't go back, or at least I don't recommend it. I mean, what's done is done. You can't continuously go through the cycle of life and then go upward if you're constantly going backward, because then you're going down, right? And redoing it and redoing it and redoing it. And like, why? It's like, okay, so there was secrets. Okay, well, okay. Obviously what was then, and what is now is now. And no matter what kind of memories or emotions that draws up, it doesn't change that, right? They feel alone because they have needs, and and you escaped. You escaped. And now they're lost and tangled. You pulled yourself up right out of that, man. They got commitments. They got themselves all bound up with something and then tried to drag you in with it. And they're still trying. Well, let's pull this one. This came out and it hit upright, and then it bounced and went kind of reversed on the corner. So I'm going to say this King of Cups reversed is not a high honor person. He's looking for an exit plan. He didn't get the relationship with this person. He wasn't able. His world is falling apart. He's being challenged by a community of people. Ancestors. Ancestry. They're standing with you, behind you, for you. He's been found unworthy. You're entering into a new contract, a new relationship, and he's looking for an exit plan. Yeah, this community of ancestors, they're challenging. Like they're like, there's a tower here. He's trying. There's a collapse, some suffering, and he's trying to. And this is like the home card was here. So this isn't just like, I don't know, home, whatever home is to you. I mean, home could be like ancestors, you know, like ancient ones. So yeah, they're broken. They're broken, and they made a lot of mistakes. They were trying to come after your Six of Pentacles because they're suffering scarcity. You're coming into this marriage, and they're thinking about it. This marriage is coming in. They're going to be very generous with people, and he was like working real hard to break that down and to get some of that. And I say break that down because broken is there. So, and then do nothing was in the reverse. So yeah, he's not doing nothing. He's doing stuff. A mature woman. Okay, so there's a mature woman who is here with this King of Cups reversed, who neglected to give what was needed. It's been rocky. They're like puppet masters using people. There's a celebration here because they were acting childish. They could be adrift right now. These couples aren't grieving. This mature woman has been disconnected for bringing forth all this drama to these divine unions. These people who are full of love. Oh, look, they're coming into the house. Judgment is being called for the neglect and all of this stuff that has been done to this main female. The main female that's getting married, they were in the shadow side. They're guilty. They kept her alone, like she was alone, you know. And this is concrete, like surrounded by concrete walls, you know, alone with hardly any light. Like they really cut her off, and they were playing around. And judgment is being called. They weren't paying attention to what was important. So you are resilient. You're still standing. After this tribe of witches worked so hard on the dark side to change your destiny, but they weren't able to do it. Justice is being served. Either an official person has received a message of concern or has sent a message of concern, and they've received it. They've gotten an official message. Oh, the main female is here. Judgment is being called on everything that was done to her. And look at this. In the environment, we got the high priestess coming into the rewards for the fruits of her labor. This isn't a role for her. She's not pretending. She's actually here in service to people. And the main male is there in the environment with her. And she's the main female. She has an understanding. There is, or maybe he has an understanding. Maybe it's him that sees her side of the story. Or maybe she understands his side of the story too. Maybe it goes both ways. That you've been hurt before, so it's hard for you to trust, let someone in and love again. So these two are coming together, and they're wounded warriors. They're wounded warriors, but they recognize each other as marriage material. This popped out like that, so I'm picking it up like that. There's a hope for renewal and recuperation. Somebody is spying on this high priestess, main female, main male. They feel there's unfinished business. They're not going to get the great fortune. There is a Ten of Pentacles here. It's not going to the chicken who's been keeping secrets, and they're reaching out. So they want to reach out and they want to say, oh, but I got some secrets and we're inseparable. We got this inseparable, we got this inseparable love. So anyway, it's amazing how, often people actually mess around with the minds of others, it's like, so there's this chicken is under adjudication regarding this wealth. Yeah, regarding this wealth, regarding that 10 of Pentacles, regarding this sudden wealth. We're at 46 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and shut this one off. I hope this helped confirm anything that you already suspected or knew, and I will see you on the next one.